Hey everybody, how are you? Wow, I'm outside today. I thought I would have you guys take a walk with me. How's that? See how long I can hold my arm up here with my phone. When we got home from Minnesota, it snowed like crazy. It was snowing when we got here, and I'm gonna turn my phone around. I don't know if you guys can see all the snow. Oh my goodness. So, since, man, I did a job on my makeup this morning, didn't I? Since, I'm not on radiation and chemo right now, my job is to get better. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Sin. Actually, it's Cindy. Call me Sin. I have terminal cancer. I have two different diagnoses. I have small bowel adenocarcinoma, and that was with metastasis. And I have most recently a peritoneal carcinomatosis. And my tumor, I think I had mentioned in other videos, I kept calling it a retroperitoneal tumor, but it's not. And God forgive me right now, I can't remember the actual name of it. Perirectal tumor, that's what it is. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, why don't you mosey on down and hit the subscribe button? I would love that. Make me happy. Oh, my arm's getting tired. Anyway, so my job is to get healthy before my surgery. So I figured what better way than to come out and get some air and go for a walk in the snow. You know, I love snow. I just hate really cold weather. So it was really cold this morning. But I'm going to turn around here and see if you can see the sun behind me somewhere. Nope, under the clouds. So what are we going to talk about today? I thought we would talk about what chemotherapy does to your skin and your hair, and what are the best ways that I have found to take care of it. My arm is getting so tired. I need one of those sticks that you put on your phone. That way I can kind of hold it like right here. Hang on. I will get this figured out, I promise. Holy Moses. Okay. So we're going to do this way. So chemotherapy does crazy things to your skin and your hair. Obviously, most people think everybody's hair falls out. Everybody's hair doesn't fall out. I have had my hair fall out twice. The first time, when it started, my hair was really, really long. And when I first started losing it, I will never forget it. It was an emotional thing for me. I was in the shower and conditioning my hair. And when I started rinsing it out, these just big clumps of I have natural curly hair. There we go. These big clumps of hair would just started coming out, and I was hanging it up on the towel bar, and I just started bawling my eyes out. So what I did, this was quite a while ago, instead of getting depressed about it, I went G.I. Jane on everyone. I got a friend and a pair of clippers and stood in front of a mirror and shaved my head. Oh, dear Lord, if I had pictures of that, but I don't. I didn't take any pictures of that, but I should have. And it grew back, obviously. And then the second time I lost my hair, which was last year, the beginning when I first started chemo last year, I didn't lose all of it. I lost a lot of it in patches, and it got really thin. And so what they tell you to do is to make it not so emotional and not such a big, huge thing. I gotta switch hands here. Whew. Not so emotional and not such a big, huge thing is to really just get it cut short. And that way it's not so traumatic when it falls out. So I did that. Cut my hair short. My hair had grown back long again, cut it short, and then not all of it fell out. So I had these patches of hair and short hair besides, and I am not a short hair person. I've had long hair. I've had short hair intermittent times in my life, but most of the time it's been long. And I don't know, I just like my long hair. So I'm not a hat person either, or a scarf person. So it was just me. The first time I lost, I forgot to tell you, the first time I lost it, my insurance actually paid $1,000 or $1,100 for a human hair wig, which I still have. And I got that wig, and it's beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful hair. I took it to my hairdresser. She showed me how to put it on. And the thing is that it just wasn't me. I mean, you couldn't tell when I got it on. You couldn't really tell that it was a wig, but I knew. And it just didn't feel right. So I really never ended up wearing it. In fact, I think I'm just going to donate it. I think I'm going to take it up to the cancer center next time I go and donate it to somebody who wants it. My eyes are starting to water out here because it's kind of cold. Okay, so that's one of the things you can do. When you start losing your hair, you can cut it shorter, and that way it's just not so traumatic when it all starts to fall out. There are some people that look absolutely wonderful bald. I am not one of those people. Ooh, who's that? Don't know who that is. Basically, when you lose your hair, one thing I can say is that your scalp is really sensitive. You know, it's used to your hair being there, and you don't really want to put a lot of things on your head. So the scarves that you get or the chemo caps that you get, make sure that they're cotton. Make sure that if you have a hat, you have some kind of liner in your hat. I'm kind of getting out of breath. I'm not used to walking. It's a good thing. Keep breathing. Get sidetracked here. So just know that your scalp is really sensitive. And because of what chemotherapy does to your skin, changing hands again, that actually applies to your scalp too. So your skin gets extremely dry. And I think it really does matter how old you are. I mean, if you're younger, you're probably not going to have the same types of dryness as us older women do. My skin was starting to get dry anyway. And in addition, you know, when I was first diagnosed, they thought it was ovarian cancer at first, and I had a hysterectomy. And so that'll change your skin. But really, in general, from the people I've spoken with and just from personal experience, your skin gets really dry. So putting lotion on your head can be done. But what I would do and what I did is I used just a couple drops of vitamin E oil or a couple drops of olive oil, a couple drops of really any kind of oil. But my favorite was vitamin E. So what I would do is I would take like 1 or 2 drops is all it took of vitamin E oil, and I would put like 1 drop of essential oil, like lavender smell or whatever smell you like. And I would rub it all on my head, and it wouldn't be greasy or anything. That's why I liked vitamin E oil, is because it soaked in really quick and it wasn't really greasy feeling or looking. I mean, I didn't have a shiny head. But I did that to the rest of my skin too. You know, there's 5,000 kinds of lotions over the counter, and I bet I've used every single one of them. I think I've bought everything from Amazon. And what I have found I've bought in the past, in the last 2 years, I've bought the most expensive right down to using coconut oil. Coconut oil and vitamin E oil are my favorite. They're not expensive. They don't have alcohol in them. That's one thing you have to be very careful of is alcohol. You don't want alcohol in your lotion because that will just further dry your skin out. But your hands and your feet, depending on what type of chemo you have that you're taking, your hands and your feet usually get the driest, and a lot of people will get neuropathy, which is just like numbness and tingling. Are we going back yet? Not yet. And so you got to be really careful with the numbness and tingling and what soaks into your skin. So that's about, all the advice that I have is to make hair loss non-traumatic. And skin-wise, there's 3 kinds of oil that I used. I used a couple drops of vitamin E oil. That will go a long way. I would use coconut oil on my face if I put makeup on. I still use coconut oil. I rub it all over my face to take the makeup off. It takes eye makeup off really wonderfully. Whew. Wow, this is good for me. Oh, and the other thing about hair loss is you don't just lose hair on your head. Your eyebrows and your eyelashes come out too. Now, all of my eyebrows didn't come out, but my eyelashes came out. I didn't have that many, and now they've grown back really long. But one of the things you can do with eyelashes, switch hands. My hands are getting cold. One of the things that you can do with eyelashes is castor oil. Castor oil you can buy anywhere. And you just dip your finger in it and rub it on your eyes, on your eyelashes. Don't get it in your eye, obviously. The best time to do that is at night, but castor oil will make your lashes grow quickly. You can usually, I saw with mine, I would do it in the morning and at night, and I saw like within a week they were getting thicker and they were growing back, and that's what I still use. I don't know where I've gotten all this information from. I think of all the information that I read about chemotherapy and how to take care of yourself, I was reading beauty secrets more than anything else because I was petrified that I was going to be this shriveled up old chemo woman. And that's just not true. I think every woman is beautiful, no matter what you got going on. And outside, you know what they say, old cliche, outside beauty and inside beauty. Inside beauty is so much better than outside beauty. But when you got both, which most women have both, I'll say all women have both. Because everybody's different. I had visions of me being, if y'all are my age and you grew up in the 80s, you know the Hardee's raisins? Heard it through the grapevine. Yep, those little raisins, that's what I thought I would be. So anyway, guys, wow, 13 minutes on hair and skin. Hopefully that'll help you a little bit. Pretty simple, vitamin E oil, castor oil for your eyelashes. Don't put castor oil anywhere else, it's just not good. And coconut oil works very well. Now one more thing, coconut oil, okay, there's controversy about this, so I'm just gonna tell you what I did. I just bought the kind that I cook with. It's solid and it warms up in your hands. So you just dip your finger in there and it'll turn into a liquid really easy. Okay guys, my fingers are freezing and my arms are numb from holding the phone up, so it was good to see you today. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow.